This is Hall County Sports, brought to you by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. Remember, when you go green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair, 770-535-7278. And by McKelvey Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McKelvey Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services, Kids Town, and adult small groups. McKelvey Road United Methodist Church, dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports Television. I'm your host, Gary Glenn. We're talking high school hoops in our first segment of the show this week with one of the hottest teams around, the Spartan Boys of West Hall, 16-3 at the start of this week, having won 9 in a row and rated number 2 in the state in the latest polls. And let me tell you what happened last week. West Hall at the time was ranked number 5. They beat number 3 rated Monroe area 61-51. Shunquest Stevens with 18, Dre Pooh, Jarquise Young 13 for West Hall. And then after that, the Spartans had a squeaker with Walnut Grove. Young's three-pointer with 4 seconds left was the edge and part of a dozen points for him on the night. Jamad Stevens led the Spartans with 18 that night. Brother Shunquest chipped in 13. Pooh had 10, and then the male Spartans stayed hot with their 76-51 win over the Johnson Knights in the Battle of Oakwood. Young with 23, Shunquest Stevens 15, Montrell McKenzie 16, and Matt Hollis 15 for the Knights on the night. By the way, we need to mention the West Hall girls who are playing pretty well. They won over Monroe area 53-31, and they lost to unbeaten number 3 rated Walnut Grove, but only 56-49. And then they closed out the week with a loss to Johnson 42-38. So we bring to the show now the coach of the West Hall Spartans, Warren Sellers. And Warren, man, 9 in a row, playing pretty well now, huh?
Well, we are, and you know what's great about that is we're like everybody else had a 5-day layoff.
Yeah, man. With
the ice storm where we couldn't practice, and it was a big unknown how that was going to affect us. But we had 4 good days of practice, and got a big win over Monroe. And, we just hung on against Walnut Grove and were able to get a win against Johnson. So 3 big wins for us. It's a good week.
Well, Jarquise Young must be playing pretty well for you here.
He's stepping up. he really is. He's got a lot of experience, and we depend on him, for a lot of points. And he's been playing really well.
And Shunquest, of course, is always pretty solid. Is he averaging a double-double? I bet he's close to it.
Easy. Okay. He's right at 20 points and 12 rebounds a game.
Man,
so he's been very consistent this year.
Then his brother comes up.
He's really stepped up. He saved us against Walnut Grove. Came through with an 18-point game and a lot of big rebounds and some tough defense. So Jamad's really starting to step up lately, and that's helped us overall.
It took you a while, it seems, to get all these pieces meshed together, because I know that you weren't exactly happy with the way Lanierland finished.
Exactly.
But now you've started 2011, as I said, really hot. I mean, 9 in a row, and ranked number 2. Of course, you know that number 2 ranking, what that does for you, doesn't it?
Oh, that's just a big bullseye on the back. I don't even want to think about it right now. But getting back to Lanierland, that exposed some weaknesses that the coaching staff we knew we had, but the kids weren't so sure. And, Gainesville exposed a lot of our weaknesses, handling the press, all that, and our decision-making. And we've worked really hard on that lately to do a better job.
Well, Lanierland does that sort of stuff, because you're going to face good competition, and then maybe you got a little tight in that game. I know you blew a big lead.
We did.
And that's something that you can work on and correct, at least the problems that led to that. Maybe it doesn't work all the time, but you say, okay, this is what happened, and we don't want to do that again.
Exactly, and we really addressed those problems in practice, and the kids really responded. And not taking anything away from Gainesville, they hit some huge shots. They played a great fourth quarter, but we made a lot of poor decisions with the basketball in our hands, and that's something we've really addressed.
Well, apparently you have, so far at least. What's it look like for you the rest of the way now?
It's going to be tough. We're going to be the road warriors here. We've got our next 6 games are on the road.
Wow.
To finish out the season. So, having senior night before the end of January is kind of rare.
Yeah,
but that was our last home game. So we're going to really be tested with we've got to go to Monroe, got to go to Gainesville, got to go to Lanier, Walnut Grove. All those games are going to be big.
All right, Warren, thanks for coming in.
All right.
Good luck to the Spartans the rest of the way. At least
Thanks,
you got
Gary.
it rolling right now.
All right.
Now, in other basketball, Peyton Robertson scored 21 points and grabbed 7 rebounds as the Chestatee girls beat Union County 51-38. Rachel Kelly popped for 15 points and snagged 9 rebounds for number 8 Chestatee. Robertson then had 13 points, 5 boards, and 5 blocks in the Lady War Eagles' 45-23 shellacking of Lumpkin County. Lady Eagles then won their 7th straight with a 63-40 decision over White County as their D forced 21 turnovers. With the Lady Warrior defense keying on her, Robertson still managed 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Erin Clifford hit 5 threes on her way to 17 points. Rachel Kelly added 10. Chester T boys lost by 5, 41-36 that night. Keelan Passmore had 18 to lead all scorers. Gainesville's girls upset number 10 Wright Carrollton 56-48 behind 24 points and 9 rebounds from Rebecca Webster. Michael DeFore hit 5 for 6 free throws and 4 three-pointers to finish with 20. Elephant boys lost by 7, 67-60, but then Gainesville swept Monroe area. Quan Holcomb led the Red Elephant boys with 16 in their 57-44 win. DeFore had 12 in the girls' 47-26 victory. East Hall's boys walloped Fannin County by 50, 87-37. J.C. Hampton 15, Brian Edwards 14. Edwards then had a career-high 19 as the Vikes rolled a 70-53 win over Dawson County. It was a sweep for East Hall that night as the Lady Vikings won 49-45. Jasmine Jenkins with a dozen in the win. East Hall boys then beat Rabun County 91-56, Hampton with 19, Perry with 15, and Sterling Bailey with 11. Also, a Rabun County player apparently broke his leg during that game, and Bailey led a prayer for him. The gym went silent until the end when they all said amen, and then the gym erupted. Kudos to Sterling for that. The Lady Vikings lost a one-point heartbreaker 61-60 in overtime to Rabun. Morgan Jackson with 22 and Jasmine Jenkins 15 in the loss. Jenkins had a game-high 19 when East Hall rebounded 53-44 over Whitfield Academy. Hampton with 18, while Sterling Bailey with a monster 19 rebounds as well as 13 points. But the Viking boys still lost to Whitfield by 5, 87-82. Lakeview Academy's boys beat Hebron Christian 61-48. Austin Montgomery, the only line in double figures in that one, he had 13. Seth Vining also got his first win over Riverside in his 698th career victory when the Lions beat RMA 50-34. Austin Pearson had 12 in that one. And then Vining had career win number 699 as his Lions beat Prince Avenue 47-34 in Athens. Austin Pearson with 11 in that one. Flowery Branch's boys survived Jefferson 51-48 in overtime. Marquise Wise, high score for the Falcons with 12. And North Georgia Christian's boys beat Heritage Academy 69-37. Tyler Harney scored 14 points and Zach Penley added 13 in that particular victory. The Chargers then beat Grace Baptist 83-66 as Clay Cox had a double-double with points and assists 21 and 10 respectively. I'm back with the Steelworkers in just a moment.
Covenant Connections Church is a 21st century church committed to inspiring a positive change in your life and in your community by promoting a desire to please God and by ministering to the entire family. Experience interactive praise and worship along with relevant, inspiring, and challenging messages from the Word of God at Covenant Connections Church. There is a place for you.
In the red corner, the little guy holding prices down for all of Hall County, Dave's Goody Barn. And in the blue corner, the heavyweight full price leader eating your lunch daily, the big box store.
Well, Mike, what do we know about the contender?
Dan, if you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goody Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. Now, back to the fight. Let's get ready to rumble!
Holy cow, Mike! Dave just KO'd the big box store in the first round.
Well, like I said, Dan, if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goody Barn or visit their website at davesgoodybarn.com, because what's there today may be gone tomorrow.
Hey, my name's Larry G at G's Home Furnishings. I'm high on the hill, but I got the lowest prices in the valley. Let me help you cut prices, get them down. This piece of furniture was $569. We're not gonna sell it for $569. I'm gonna sell it for $299. So come see me. Just remember, if you buy it anywhere else, we both lose money.
Falcon Parkway Fitness is your neighborhood family fitness center. The friendly, knowledgeable staff, all certified trainers, are there to help you achieve your fitness goals in a state-of-the-art facility, all for less than $1 a day for a membership. Falcon Parkway Fitness is open to fit your schedule. Where else can you find child care, group fitness, personal training, a day spa, and a hair and nail salon all under one roof? That's Falcon Parkway Fitness behind the Public Shopping Center in Flowery Branch. Visit us on the web at www.falconpkwifitness.com.
Hi folks, Butch Miller from Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville. You may be asking yourself, why drive to Gainesville to buy a new car? Well, the answer is obvious. First, we sell Hondas, one of the best cars in the world. Next, we're known for incredibly low prices, offering you more money for your trade-in and treating you the way you like to be treated. We're easy to get to from either Georgia 400 or I-985 on Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville. And remember folks, if you think you can get a better deal on a better car at Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, you got that right.
We are back. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is the show. Several local weightlifters from the Team Georgia program qualified and competed at the American Open Olympic Weightlifting Championships recently in Cincinnati, Ohio. The meet, the second biggest championship of the country for this type of lifting, and is used as a qualifier for several international championships. 238 athletes competing for the medals. Now, the 5 local young women who competed from Team Georgia are all junior or school-age division competitors. Ellen Kircher's a junior at Flowery Branch and won 3 bronze medals in the 48 kilogram, that's under 106 pounds weight class. She snatched 53 kilograms along with a clean and jerk of 67 for a total of 120 kilograms. That's almost 265 pounds. Her clean and jerk in total, new personal records. Hope Stockel, a sophomore at Flowery Branch, competed in the 58 kilogram under 128 pound weight class. Hope was the youngest competitor in that weight class by 5 years and snatched 55, clean and jerk 69 kg for a total of 124. That's over 273 pounds. Stockel setting PRs in the clean and jerk and combined total and finished 11th overall. Megan Pools, a senior at Chestatee, placed 5th overall in the 63 kilogram, that's under 139 pound weight class. Pools snatching 71, clean and jerk 90, combined total of 161. That's about 355 pounds. Jenny Arthur is a junior at Chestatee, placing 4th overall in the 75 kilogram, under 165 pound division. Arthur snatching 73, clean and jerked 102 kilogram, combined total of 175. That's about 386 pounds. She set personal records, increased her total 25 kilograms since winning the National School-Age Championship last June in California. These young ladies were the best junior division lifters in their weight classes. Jenny also earned the Rich Schutz Award by going 6 for 6 on her lifts. And we bring to the show now Coach C.J. Stockel, one of the coaches for Team Georgia Weightlifting, also the strength coach at Flowery Branch High School. And first of all, C.J., let's talk about the national meet, because you had a good meet.
We had an excellent meet. The girls performed really well, along with 2 older athletes, Spencer Arnold and Travis Cooper, who were college athletes who went and competed.
Oh, of course, I know Spencer. I used to coach him in wrestling. I see that he had a combined total of over 522 pounds, placing 8th overall, personal records in the clean and jerk and combined. So Spencer
really
doing well.
He did real well. He really did. And then flip over and you look at Travis, who wound up, I think he snatched 140, clean and jerked 185 maybe, or 83, something like that. He's putting himself in position for the Olympic trials. And possibly next year, who knows, maybe he'll be going to the Olympics.
All right, great. Now, also, though, we want to talk about one of the local meets that you just held over at Flowery Branch. Now, this is sort of your season for Olympic high school weightlifting, right?
Yes, it really just started. We had a meet on January 8th, and all those girls and guys that competed, except for Spencer, who's in Texas, competed and really tried to set new PRs. They walked out of the American Open putting themselves in position to make international teams. All 4 of those girls have got slots that they are trying to earn. Hope and Ellen are trying to make the youth world team, which will wind up going to Peru. And then Megan and Jenny are trying to make the junior world team, and I believe that's somewhere in Europe this year, in June. But yeah, that's what it is. We started our second meet, will be February 5th at the branch. It was supposed to be at Chestatee, but because of the snow days and schedules and things like that, it got changed. But that'll be the Open Championship. We expect there to be about 70 athletes from across North Georgia there.
And you go all the way down to the little kids in this,
We
right?
sure do. Yeah, we sure do. We've got some 5, 6, 7-year-olds who are lifting. Yeah, and you know, the idea, Gary, we always think, well, we shouldn't be lifting weights at that age. Hey, we do gymnastics, we do soccer, we do football, we do baseball. Why not teach kids how to lift right with light weight? It's not about the amount of weight you're lifting, it's technique. Because if the technique is right, the bar will move. And that's what we teach. Technique moves the bar. It's not about the weight. If you've got good technique, you'll lift a lot of weight.
Some of the kids that are doing really well right now. I mean, I mentioned some of these. Obviously, these kids that went to the Nationals are doing well.
Yeah.
Some of the local kids.
I'll tell you two guys that are jumping out right now. Jonathan Frick and Jacob Mathis, two of mine over there. They both snatched 115. Now those are school records at Flowery Branch. And when you have people like a Daniel Drummond who's already come out, and both of these guys have cleaned more than him. Daniel was a senior. These guys are just juniors. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, the potential is there. Plus, we've got some other kids I know from Chestatee that are coming up. You got Robbie Poole, who's up at Shorter College playing football, but he's still lifting, and he's getting ready for the Collegiate National Championships.
Okay, cool.
So we've got a bunch of them across the board. Stan and I will be taking around 20 to the Junior Nationals, which is in Houston in the middle of February, and we expect many of those to be competing for medals.
All right. Well, come back and let us know how you did. Okay.
I'll be glad to. Look forward to it.
C.J. Stockel, Flowery Branch.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
Turning now to a different style of weightlifting, for many of the Georgia Iron Dogs powerlifting team, they began 2011 the same way they ended 2010, with first place awards as the Dogs defended their home turf Saturday at the Iron Dog Open Bench Press Championships at Iron Beast Barbell in Gainesville. Iron Dogs' Talia Whittle of Cumming and Gainesville's Tim Moon, a Jefferson High alumnus, earned Best Lifter trophies. Whittle, lifting in the women's open raw, that's the unequipped category, benched 135 pounds to win the 67.5 kilogram, that's 148.81 pounds weight class, while T. Moon battled through shoulder problems to press 585 for the heaviest bench of the day and taking the Masters men's equipped 125 kilogram, that's 275.58 pounds, first place plaque and men's Best Lifter trophy. Well, I'm another Jefferson alum, and I managed to press 375 in taking the plaque for the Masters Men's 55-59 90 kilogram, or 198.41 pounds equipped class. I attempted an American record 405, but couldn't quite lock it out. Something to shoot for another day, I suppose. East Hall graduate Tyler Brown won the men's junior 308 plus class at 475, and then set his 23rd state and 16th national record when he was successful on a fourth lift for 500 pounds. West Hall senior Little John Collier lifted in his first meet since the 2009 Georgia Games and was happy with his first place lift of 305 pounds in taking the teen 100 kilogram, that's 224.46 pound equipped class. John, first meet back in a while. How was it?
Oh, it felt great, Gary. It feels great to be back in the groove and being able to lift again, that's for sure.
And finally broke the 300 pound mark in a meet. That's got to be a point of pride for you.
Oh, yes, sir, indeed. I've been trying to get past the 300 barrier for a long time now, and to finally be able to do that and add more weight on, it was just phenomenal.
Where do you hope to go from here?
I'm hoping to pursue even further. I'm wanting to get up to at least 400 before I graduate high school, so I'm going to keep going and going and going until basically something either snaps or until I die one.
Well, let's hope not. You going to do the state meet?
I'm going to do my best to. I'm going to train and see where I progress to. If I can, then I'm definitely going to lift in the state meet.
All right, John. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it a lot. Also, I wanted to thank the members at Iron Beast Barbell and the staff as well for pushing me through everything. They've stuck with me through everything I've done, bad times, good times, and I want to continue coming here and keep getting bigger and stronger, and I hope to someday set world records.
It's a brotherhood here, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. Great people, great music, and great equipment.
In other lifts, Bernal strength coach Gary Hatfield of Gainesville added to his many trophies with a bench of 490 in the Masters men's 50-54 100 kilogram equipped class. Veteran lifter Gainesville's George Bradley took home another first with his press of 225 pounds in winning the Masters men's 50-54-year-old 67.5 kilogram equipped class, while Gainesville's Chris Simpson took first in the Masters men's 50-54 equipped 140 kilogram or 308.64 pound class. He had a lift of 475 pounds. And following the meet, a squat and deadlift seminar was held by 20-time world champion Thomas T. Skinnyman Myers. Now, many of the Georgia Iron Dogs will be competing in the American Powerlifting Committee Georgia State Open Powerlifting and Bench Press Championships. That comes up on April the 9th in Athens. I'm back with college basketball when All County Sports Television continues.
My name is Lloyd Smith.
I'm Renee Barnett.
My name's Alan Cudd.
My name's Don Cooper.
My name is Mike Stewart, and I attend McKever Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill here in Oakwood, Georgia. We'd love for you to come join us.
This message has been brought to you by the people of the McEver Road United Methodist Church. Gary Cole, pastor. Mountain View Auto Repair is your local full-service auto repair shop. Trusted with your vehicles for over 20 years, our experience will ensure that your vehicle will stay well-maintained year-round.
Mountain View Auto Repair is the place to bring your vehicle. They'll always treat you right. The service is good and the prices are very reasonable.
You can trust our experts in everything from transmissions to brakes to engine repairs and oil changes.
My wife and I bring our cars to Mountain View Auto Repair because they're honest, they do good work, and their prices are reasonable.
So visit owner Danny Hammock and his staff of professionals at 3365 Mountain View Road in Gainesville, or give them a call at 770-535-7278. That's Mountain View Auto Repair for your complete auto service.
Imagine 3 football fields of the most unbelievable pre-loved office furniture. That's what just arrived at School Tools and Office Pros. Team Office Pros is doing the touchdown dance while saving you money on chairs for executives, managers, students, and teachers starting at $19.99. Bookcases for lawyers, accountants, classrooms, and libraries starting at $24.99. File cabinets for medical, legal, professional, and personal starting at $49.99. Desks for college students, businesses, and home office starting at $99.99.
Unbelievable!
Hey, it may be wintertime, but you still need to take care of the home place, and Precision Pressure Wash and Painting Services is just the company to do it. While pressure washing is their specialty, Precision Pressure Washing and Painting Services also offers many other great home improvement services that will benefit you. They live up to their name and complete each of these tasks with precision the first time around. These services include deck repairs, deck staining, water sealing, floor coatings with concrete staining and epoxy applications, gutter cleaning, window washing, siding repair, window replacement and removal, door repair, sheetrock installation and repair. In fact, no job is too small for them to handle. They've served the residents of Hall County and surrounding areas since 1992. That's Precision Pressure Washing and Painting Services. For questions, a free estimate, or to request a service, please phone 770-536-3824 or 678-316-4554. Hall County Sports Television returns with college basketball for this segment. The Bernal basketball team, tough week last week. First, a 98-60 loss to number 23 Shorter. Sophomore Gabby Harvey led the way for the Tigers with 15 points and 4 rebounds. And then in our game of the week that many of you have seen, the Tigers gave the number 8 ranked Lee Flames all they wanted before succumbing 61-50 at the Tiger Gym. A trio of Bernal scorers tied for honors as freshman Brittany Wiley, freshman Raven Crawford, and sophomore Nikki Reed finished with 12 points each. Freshman Tatiana Kuryakova from Moscow, Russia, pulled down 10 rebounds to lead in that category. Then the Truett McConnell Bears picked up their second SSAC win with an 81-72 victory over the Golden Tigers. Bernal lost for the 4th straight time in the conference after opening conference play with a win over Bruton Parker. Reed led the way for the Tigers with her 4th double-double of the season. Strong outing, 23 points, 11 rebounds. We bring Gary Bays, coach of the Tigers, back to the show. And Gary, I have seen you play a couple of times now and have been following you. It seems like you're going along pretty well, particularly in these games that you've lost, and you're playing right with them, even with leading, and as you did with Lee most of the game. Then you hit a little lull, and something happens.
Yeah.
Is this inexperience? What is it?
Well, I suppose it depends on who you talk to. Maybe it's poor coaching. Maybe it's inexperience. Maybe it's loss of focus. It's hard to really pinpoint maybe what it is, but when you're going with freshmen and sophomores out there, anything can happen. I mean, it can look really good at times, and it can look really ugly at times. And unfortunately for us, the last 4 games, it's been more ugly than good.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've got a chance now that's the beauty about basketball. You play lots of games, so now you can't dwell. That's done. Nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Now you've got to get back into things.
Exactly. Yeah, we've got to get healthy fast here because we have some pretty high goals for this team, and so it's time for us to start getting the job done.
Who you got this week?
We got Columbia at home on Thursday. They haven't won yet in the conference. And then we're going to Emmanuel, which is always a difficult place to play, on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So these are big games for us. We got to get back into the hunt here.
Well, and you got to say, there's certain games that you say, well, this is going to be a toss-up, but there's certain games say, we ought to win this, so we got to win this. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, and we felt that way about the Truett game. That was a game we felt we should have won. It's hard to say why we didn't come out with the energy in that game, but I have to think that the effort that we put out against Lee maybe took too much out of us so that we couldn't bounce back on Saturday. Because I think the players definitely want to do well. It's not that they're not giving their best effort. It's just that sometimes it's not there to give.
Well, one of your sophomores, Nikki Reed, is consistent for you. Just she gives it she brings it every game.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's an important part of this. You know, she was on the all-freshman team last year in the conference, and we were counting on her to be solid for us this year, and she has been very solid.
Well, we're going to keep up with you, okay? And we wish you well. And we're going to do another one of your games later on. So it'll be another one of the games of the week you see here on Hall County Sports Television. Gary Bays, coach of Brenau Golden Tigers.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We're back to wrap it up when Hall County Sports Television concludes.
Did you know that you don't have to go far to receive one of the top 10 education values in the Southeast? Brenau University in Gainesville has again been ranked in the top 10 by U.S. News and World Report. 129 years of educational excellence have been enhanced with new ideas, new curriculum, and new programs, while Brenau's evening and weekend courses continue to offer classes that work for people who work. Campus life is more exciting than ever with 8 varsity sports competing in the Southern State Athletic Conference and the NAIA for students and fans. If you'd like more information on academic or athletic scholarship opportunities, visit Brenau's website, brenau.edu.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spirit wear and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
Time now to name our athletes of the week. For our male athlete of the week, West Hall basketball's Jarquise Young. What a week he had. And for our female athlete of the week, Caitlin Sloan of Johnson basketball, leading a resurgence of sorts for the Lady Knights. In other news, North Hall senior Cody Barger has added another accolade to his already sterling resume as a runner. Already a state champion of the Times 2010 Cross Country Run of the Year. Last week, the North Hall senior was named the 2010-2011 Gatorade Georgia Boys Cross Country Runner of the Year after his outstanding fall season. Barger, who led the Trojans to a second-place team finish in the Class AAA meet in November, is now a finalist for the National Gatorade Award to be announced later on this month. His time of 15 minutes, 35.91 seconds, was the fastest time in any classification in the state meet. Flowery Branch alumnus quarterback J-Bo Shaw helped lead Georgia Southern to the football championship subdivision semifinals in his first season with the Eagles, and for that, J-Bo was honored by the team's coaches when he was given the Irk Russell Award. Now, the Russell Award goes to the Eagle player who most exemplifies the character, morals, ethics, and actions of Coach Russell, who reinstated the football program in Statesboro in 1982 and led them to national championships. Shaw passed for 1,572 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. And Johnson baseball shortstop Logan Pethel gets a chance to compete at the next level. He signed on with Darton College in Albany. That's our show for this week. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. And remember, when you go Green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair at 770-535-7278. And by McKelvey Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McKelvey Road in Oakwood. With 3 worship services every Sunday morning, Kids Town and adult small groups, McKelvey Road United Methodist Church is dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ.
Covenant Connections Church is a 21st century church committed to inspiring a positive change in your life and in your community by promoting a desire to please God and by ministering to the entire family. Experience interactive praise and worship along with relevant, inspiring, and challenging messages from the Word of God at Covenant Connections Church. There is a place for you.